If you're a sports fan, then chances are you love rivalry games. The two teams that hate each other the most, or the two players that just don't like each other, coming together to see who is the best of the best. And in sports, we've actually seen this over the course of many, many years. When you think of Major League Baseball, you think of Red Sox versus Yankees. When you think college football, you think Michigan versus Ohio State. When you think college basketball, you think Duke versus North Carolina. And even within the parameters of individual versus individual, you have in the NBA's case, Magic Johnson versus Larry Bird, or in the NFL's case, Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady. But in the WWE, one rivalry over the past 20 years has stand head and shoulders above the rest. That would be John Cena versus Randy Orton. This Saturday, John Cena and Randy Orton will go one-on-one for the 11th time on pay-per-view and PLEs. And this will be no different. It will be a really, really good match. But then that got me thinking, what was the best one-on-one John Cena versus Randy Orton match? Well, in this video, we're going to discuss. I'm Talon Williams, and this is Movement Radio. And today, we're going to be breaking down the top 5 John Cena versus Randy Orton matches. Let's begin. The first match on today's list at number 5 is actually their match from 2009. Now, I know I say Randy Orton in 2009. Everybody gets their, Agent Orange jacked up because they're like, oh my God, Randy Orton was so amazing. He was. And there was only one person who was able to beat him, and that was John Cena. And he did on this night, bragging rights, 2009. It was the Anything Goes Iron Man match where John Cena pulled off the victory. The only reason why I have this match listed at 5 is because at a few moments in this match, you gotta understand this is an Iron Man match. So 60-minute Iron Man match, there's going to be some what do we call it here? Some lapses, some gaps in where, the match got a little slow, which is okay for some matches to slow down and then build back up again. But there were some parts of this match that dragged a lot. Although I do feel like it was a really, really good match. John Cena did pull off the victory 6-5 with the last second tap out to Randy Orton at the end. Overall, I thought this was a really good match. And as much as I liked the match, it wasn't as good as the other 4 on this list. So I have this at number 5 on today's list. Number 4 on the list is actually their match from also 2009. They had several matches in 2009. You'll see a theme of it here in a little bit. Hell in a Cell 2009 when Randy Orton came away with the victory, winning the WWE Championship from John Cena. And it was a very, very intense match. It wasn't their best Hell in a Cell match, but it was definitely better storytelling, I think. The one in 2014 was a little bit more, I guess, violent, if you will, because of John Cena doing the attitude adjustment through the table for the finish. But the end of this match was when Randy Orton just came off and just hauled off, punt kicked John Cena straight in the head after teasing it for so many weeks, and then finally hitting it, winning the match in the end. John Cena just looked dead because maybe he was dead. Who knows? But yeah, that definitely was a good match. I think Hell in a Cell 2009 Orton versus Cena was a really good match, and I think it's deserving to be at number 4. Number 3 on the list is Randy Orton versus John Cena in the TLC match in 2013 to determine the new undisputed champion. Of course, Randy Orton was the WWE champion. John Cena was the World Heavyweight champion. And they had the big ceremony raising both the titles on that Monday Night Raw with everybody in the ring. And it was the night that John Cena made it more about Daniel Bryan than it was about the championships at that point. But Randy Orton winning the match by basically having John Cena, who was handcuffed to the top rope that broke, pulling him off and missing the table. I want to say he was supposed to go through the table, but instead his head only caught like the bottom tail end of it. Either way, it still looked, it was a horrible looking bump one way or the other, no matter which way you look at it. But yeah, John Cena ended up going through part of the table. Randy Orton climbs up, becoming the undisputed champion, which will lead into their match at the Royal Rumble, in which the Wyatt family interfered in that match, causing John Cena to lose that match against Randy Orton. And Randy Orton goes on to WrestleMania to compete in the triple threat match against Dave Bautista and Daniel Bryan, in which Daniel Bryan's Yes movement, it was his culmination at WrestleMania. But other than that, though, yeah, the TLC match in 2013 was a really good match, and I got it at number 3 on this list today. Number 2 on the list, and I know many people are going to say, wow, you have that match at number 2? Yes, I do have this match at number 2 because it was the match that basically started the whole thing. It was SummerSlam 2007, John Cena versus Randy Orton. It was basically at a point to where I believe this match was a proving ground match in a sense for John Cena and Randy Orton to see. Now, they were already up there, like both of them have already won championships at this point and stuff, but this match kind of was the the litmus test to see if both guys were able to sustain their main event status at this point. And both guys, John Cena and Randy Orton, both did an unbelievable job in this match. Really good back and forth, good storytelling in the match. And John Cena came away with the victory in this match, one of many that he would have over Randy Orton on PLEs. And yeah, I really do think this is a good match because you can't have a long-lasting rivalry unless there's something in the beginning. And this was their very first encounter on pay-per-view for the WWE Championship at 2007 SummerSlam. Really good match. Really thought it was a good match. And I think it's deserving to be at number 2. But if I had to pick a number 1, the best match between John Cena and Randy Orton of all time is their I Quit match from Breaking Point 2009. John Cena's the type to never give up. Randy Orton was the bald, sadistic, menacing, Randy Orton. The best Randy Orton, in my opinion, Randy Orton's best was 2009 Randy Orton to me. That being said, though, you remember the I Quit match. They're beating the shit out of each other. Excuse language. I remember at one point, Cena was hung up on handcuffs up against the turnbuckle, and Randy Orton's taking a kendo stick and just waylaying Cena in the stomach with the kendo stick shots. You can see the abrasions on his stomach, and eventually Cena ends up getting uncuffed to one, cuffing himself to Randy Orton, and then proceedingly beating the hell out of him in that regard. Cena did a modified version of the STFU, pulling Orton back to where his arm is right here, basically choking him out, and Randy Orton does something that people probably didn't know that he would do, saying, "I quit." And Randy Orton loses the match. John Cena wins. If I'm not mistaken, it was to win back the title or keep the title. 100%, I can't remember. But yeah, for me and my money, Breaking Point 2009, I Quit match, Cena versus Orton. That has to be their best match in this rivalry. But of course, all this is just my humble opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. What was your favorite John Cena versus Randy Orton match? It doesn't even have to be a PLE match. It could be from Raw or SmackDown or any other show you want to say. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you go subscribe here to the YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support you guys have been giving us over the past several years. It does not go unnoticed, and we do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. We love you guys, and we'll catch you in the next one. I'm Talon Williams, and this is Movement Radio. God's plan.